What's up, guys? Got a pretty fun video for y'all today. It's some spawn springtime fishing using some finesse tactics, which a lot of people don't care to do, but when the lakes have had so much pressure on them from the corona stuff, the fish have just seen your chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, Texas rigs, jigs, all that stuff over and over and over and over. So sometimes you just got to go light line, light tackle, and you'd be surprised how many more bites you can get. And I'll do a little bit more explaining at the end of the video as to why we had to use the finesse tactics and go to shallow water fishing. See y'all at the end of the video.
Action.
Pretty fish, healthy too. Thank you, girl. That's a good bite. Tonk. Another keeper. Yes, sir. Nice, bud. Shake him up, head. Yep, these fish are still shallow, dude. Or they're in the pockets. Go. That's a pretty good fish too, dude. Hope I got a good hook in him. I say that. Dude, that sucks so bad because I have one more of these friggin' worms, man. God. Healthy? Little black tail. Thanks, bud. This is the deal right here. VMC Rugby Head 3/16 ounce with a Strike King Moon Juice Fat Baby Finesse worm. Oh, way out here, man. Oh, big old. Yeah, I know. This sucker's digging though, man. God. Now we got 7. Oh, sorry. That joker's cold, dude. 65-degree water temps and almost the middle of May. Well, it is the middle of May. Today's like the 12th, and 13th. Yeah. 65 degrees. I would have never guessed that. Throwing something. Go finesse on them, man. That is a good fish, man. I'm telling you, they're on that bank too. You just throwing the wrong cricket, because I caught them more on that bank the other day.
That is a good fish.
Yeah. Yeah, he feels like he's 100 pounds, man. Huh?
I'm about to go whack style.
I need to go to the back of the boat, but I got too many freaking rods hanging out back there. I hate trying to get them up here.
Yeah.
I need a picture of that one too. She wasn't coming off. That's a 3-pounder there. Woohoo! It's every cast on that shaky head, man. Thank you. Getting them. You know it's bad. I only got one more of those. Sure, it looks like he's taking you to the bank, son.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah, bro.
Get on the trolling motor.
I got you. That's like a 3+. Oh yeah, it might be bigger than 3. Go. Fat daddy. God, fish is thick. That's a pre-spawn fish all day.
That's a good one. You want to see Kevin catching one?
They come on. There you go.
Hold on, Kenley. Here, grab my phone.
Huh?
Grab my phone.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. If you don't mind. Kinley. Yes, I do.
Did something. Can you see me, Kinley? She ain't ready.
Kinley ready. Do it.
I don't know your passcode. I locked your phone out.
Dang it.
Oh, she did. Really? I was just chunking over there.
I didn't set my drag back.
That's a good fish there. Good fish. Oh my gosh. He wasn't that big, but dadgum. I'd like to dadgum get him in the boat every now and then. Sheesh. Get down on some of this.
Get from a hole. Use your own bait.
Yeah, got my own bait.
Use your own technique.
My head's half the size of yours, if that makes any difference. Are you kidding me? I was just gonna throw right there and you cut me off. It's a good fish too. I freaking hate you, Justin. Took my fish. Where you going?
This way.
All right, Mike Iaconelli.
Well, last time I did this,
She's got it. She's got a choke. Oh, just wanting to throw right there, you sorry dog. No, I didn't. Oh no, that's what you cut me off with the trolling motor. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, bunch of keepers, man. It's like nothing but keepers almost. Pretty fun, man. Heck yeah, nothing wrong with that fish. God, he smoked it so hard. Hard.
I turned my head about the time to get it.
Yes, sir. I've been wanting that bite all day, bro. Gosh, yes. Choked. Dude, she ate it so hard, Justin. Oh, two keepers too? What the heck? Look at this. Heck yeah, dude. Good move. God. Yeah. Freaking nice, dude. That was fun. That is the hardest topwater bite I've had in a while, man. Came up like she hated that thing. You got your phone on you? That's a post-spawn fish there.
Double.
Heck yeah, dude. Back on your nest here. It's either a huge, I don't know if that was a huge male garden fryer, if it was a female that just hadn't left yet. She's definitely a post-spawn fish though. I thought I saw her under it, and then about the time I was like, is that a fish? Yeah.
All right, so the way the day started, we thought we were gonna go out there. It was the 13th of May. We thought we were gonna go out there and catch some fish on offshore structure or, you know, points. Kind of thinking that the fish were done spawning, pulling out, getting on shad, feeding up. But that wasn't the case for us. We scanned some offshore stuff that they usually load up on early. We went and fished some points that they're usually on early as soon as the spawn's over. You know, those are just the first places that they pull for us. Anyway, that didn't happen. So I was pretty quick to pull the trigger on going back up shallow. And the reason for that is the water has been going up and down so bad this spring, and the temperatures have been in the 30s a lot of nights, even here in early May. So really the water temperature was still 64 degrees when we got there on the 13th of May, and we're here in Tennessee. So anyway, the fish don't really have a reason to move shallow, because what a lot of people don't understand about fish pulling an offshore structure is that the shad go out there and then the bass in turn follow the shad. Well, if the shad are still in the shallow water because the water temperature is perfect for them, they're not going to move out there and fight that current on the deep offshore structure. So they're going to stay shallow, and in turn the bass are going to stay shallow. But not only that, also it was a late spawn because of the up and down water fluctuations. And the reason for that is those bass will wait until the water gets right. They don't want to go spawn when the water's high and then have the water drop 8 feet and then they don't have a nest anymore, they don't have babies anymore. They're smarter than we think as far as Mother Nature goes. So anyway, these bass will wait until that water gets stable and stays there for a while. I mean, I've seen them spawn all the way up to Memorial Day weekend out here, just because they will wait on steady water levels. And anyway, so what we caught them on, for the most part, is I explained to you in part of the video about the rugby head with the moon juice fat baby finesse worm. That was a little flurry I went on one pocket. And then for the rest of the day, for the most part, it was wacky rigged ochos, Strike King ochos. And we're skipping it under docks and things like that. One thing I want to point out, because we had that little missing spree in the video. Alright, I've got my O-ring on there, right? So sometimes when I was skipping it in there, the reason I think I was losing fish is that hook would do this right here. So in turn, the bass were grabbing that worm and never getting a hook in them sometimes. So while the O-ring will save you some worms, I don't really think it's worth it when you can just rig it straight through the middle and you have no way to hardly foul it up to where you will not get a hook in the fish. So that's just my 2 cents on the wacky rig. But either way, you do hook a lot of fish, you lose a lot of fish. Sometimes losing fish is just part of using light spinning tackle. And then for the topwater blow up, I have a custom painted Strike King KVD splash. I custom painted it to look, or I had it custom painted to look just like a brim. And the reason for that is during the spawn of the year, bass hate brim. Brim are nest robbers. They bug them all spring long as they're trying to lay their eggs and guard their fry. Also, I wanted to point out mono leader braid to about a 3-foot mono leader. Reason for that, for fry guarders and spawners in clearer water, you have to work it slow to get them to bite. You can't throw a whopper, plopper, or buzz bait through there and get them to bite hardly. They're guarding their nest, so you want to use a slow presentation that stays right there around their nest, and you're just twitching it and making them mad. So anyway, that's why I use a popper with a monofilament leader. And one thing a lot of people another misconception about the spawn as it pertains to fry guarders is a lot of people think females lay eggs and they leave. Sometimes the females will stay behind and guard the nest, and sometimes they just stay behind to eat because there's eating opportunities there on brim and things like that. So they don't always pull out the deep water. So if you go on a good fry garter bite, like with that topwater bait and wacky rigs, you can really catch a good bag. And as you can see in the video, we caught some nice pre-spawn fish as well as post-spawn fish that were still guarding their nests. But anyway guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. That's all the information I got on this one. Next time we go, it should be an offshore slugfest deal, but like I said, you may have to adjust and pull the plug and go back up shallow for all we know. That's the bad thing about good memories of fishing, is because you go this time of year, that time of year, and you think you're going to go do it all over again, and sometimes it just don't work that way. So be prepared sometimes to go check some shallow fish with some finesse tactics if stuff ain't working out deep, and vice versa. Just always be willing to make adjustments. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. God bless y'all.